Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to the Fashion Bunker. Question: is loud budgeting the new quiet luxury? What does it even mean? Well, let's find out together. First, subscribe to my channel here on the tubes. Push the join button next to the subscription button. Become a member today. Get access to extra perks. You can also join me on Patreon. Super Dacob all spelled together there as well. Thank you to my members and patrons who have already pledged. Push the notification bell. Get notified every time I post a new video, and I'm filming this live in front of a live virtual audience. So come join me several times a week in my live streams on my main channel, and let's talk. Hi, chat. Hi, Terry. How's it going, sweetie? Teresa McGuire in the house. Yes, Mahones in the house. Everybody. Chizas, Sweet Things, Nico. Listen, Linda. High Snobiety is reporting about loud budgeting being the new trend. They're saying, is loud budgeting the new quiet luxury? Now, the only reason they mention quiet luxury is because 2023, which thankfully is over, has been kind of marked and scarred by the trend of quiet luxury. And not just because of Gwyneth Paltrow's ski incident lawsuit, although... But it was just kind of a whole vibe. I don't know. But thank God it was over before it even started. A lot of us, I mean, I can speak for myself. I was just like infatuated by the concept of its simplicity for a nanosecond. And then right after that, I'm like, you know what? Add the recession we're going through, economy issues, everything is turning into poverty. And then on top of it all, we have to kind of now also minimize and shrink the aesthetic, and I'm not talking about that cool Yohji Yamamoto minimalist chic black. That's not quiet luxury, because Yohji, in the way things are tailored and cut, they might look minimal and they might look very simple, but they're not. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about quiet luxury. Loro Piana, the row girl. Over. Now we're talking about loud budgeting. When I first read about loud budgeting, just the title, I was like, what does it mean? Loud budgeting. I thought to myself, well, if it's loud, are we going back to logo mania? Is loud something like, let me wear a pink sweater with a huge logo on it and then yellow, acid yellow pants underneath, and the bag is purple neon? Like, is that what loud is? That could be perceived as loud, but no, that's not what loud budgeting means. And credit where credit is due. Who are we crediting here? Well, High Snobiety, but also who invented the term. Lucas Battle in a viral TikTok. Of course, nowadays it seems like life happens on TikTok, nowhere else. So if life happens nowhere else, what are we doing on YouTube right now? Live streaming here together. I don't know. But thumb up this video if you're enjoying it, subscribe, and push that notification bell while you're at it. Everything I say in this video is for entertainment purposes only, not rooted in truths or facts. Everything's alleged and just my opinion. So loud budgeting. Basically, what Lucas says is, loud budgeting is not, I don't have enough. It's not, I don't have enough. It's, I don't want to spend. He explains it's like sneaking candy into a movie theater. You feel like you got away with something. It's an adventure. You feel like you're winning. So when I started reading into it, I thought to myself, well, that's kind of interesting. So loud budgeting is kind of like what I've been doing my whole life, really? Really? Like, this is nothing new. It's like kind of hacking the system. Like stupid stuff, like you go to McDonald's in some countries and you order a burger and with fries, and then you ask for like extra ketchup, and then they give you like a bag, like they give you like 20 satchels of ketchup with your burger, and then like you take the ketchup home. That's what I do, and I put it in the fridge, so I never have to go and buy ketchup. You know what I mean? I always get the ketchup for free. Or another loud budgeting for me is whenever I go to Chanel and I buy, let's say, a perfume, like here, this one, just coincidental, by the way, hashtag not sponsored, but whatever. I just happened to wear this perfume today, Coromandel. So I go to Chanel, I buy myself a refill of the bottle, right? I buy a new bottle. And usually at the cash register, they ask you, well, what else can we do for you? Would you like a little sample of something? I always say, yes, I want your Sublimage eye cream sample. Now, the eye cream, usually 15 milliliter costs, I don't know, $100, $80, I don't know. But you get 3 milliliter sample, right? So every time I buy something at Chanel, I always ask specifically for the cream sample. Meaning I have enough of those cream samples to last me half a lifetime. I never spend any money on the eye cream. That eye cream is my loud budgeting. I always feel like I hacked the system a little bit. Other loud budgeting, also from Chanel. Every time you order online, they give you 2 samples with your order, plus a pouch if you want a pouch. So if I'm going to order mascara, eyeshadow, hand cream, and a perfume, those are 4 products. I'm not going to order them all at once. I'm going to do 4 separate orders so that with every order, I get 2 samples, 2 samples, 2 samples, 2 samples. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. I get 8 samples and 4 satchels to go with it. Like that to me is like hacking the system. That's like loud budgeting. Terrible for the environment because they have to ship 4 packages separately. But we'll go. If Chanel is so stingy, they don't want to give you all 8 samples with the 4 products you purchased. You gotta live somehow. Yes, I do smuggle into the movies candy and stuff. That does make me feel special. But that's kind of loud budgeting. That's like totally me. Okay, Leanne says, that's me too. Sweet Thing says, figuring out which are the iconic pieces and only buying those, skipping all the filler. Oh my God, Sweet Things. That is totally loud budgeting. Totally. It's knowing your SHIT when it comes to shopping at any brand in general. And it's like, okay, I'm going to go straight for the jugular. I'm not going to go for the fluff and the filler. But this requires research and time. You need to invest time to understand, okay, what is it from this brand that really works for me? And 2, what from this brand is not just time specific, but it's going to be timeless for me. You know, I'm going to end up wearing it a lot, using it a lot, loving it a lot. That is definitely loud budgeting for me, for my standards as well. I completely agree with you. Polly says, my fridge is full of ketchup, soy sauce, mustard, and mayo satchels. Same with me, girl. And every time I go like to Whole Foods or anywhere and there's like sushi, and then like when you're at the cash register, you're checking out, and then like you have the whole little table with all the, you know, soy sauce and stuff. Listen, Linda, I'm sure I'm not the only one. Even if I buy 1 box of sushi, you best believe I'm not just going to take 1 pair of chopsticks. People look at me like, wait, hold on a minute. You're buying 1 little thing of sushi, but you're leaving the stove with like 10 little shticklets. They're like, are you sharing this tiny little tray of sushi with like 10 people? I'm like, yeah, what's it to ya? I have a ton of sticklets at home. Linda says, I do that too with ketchup, napkins, salt, and pepper. Bring it home for later. Yes, that's exactly what we do. Nancy says, oh, is it placing separate orders to get more samples and packaging? I'm finally trendy. Yes, darling. That's loud budgeting. Now, of course, so there's a lot of comments here. So they also say that loud budgeting is defined as a celebration of thriftiness. Suddenly, with all this negative thinking surrounding the economy, it's become cool and even correct to be cash conscious, they say. Loud budgeting is about owning your financial constraints and wearing your limited means on your sleeve. Forget the big spenders, loud budgeting pedestals, cheapskates as main characters. They also say that the difference between loud budgeting and quiet luxury is that quiet luxury is a way of showing off that you can afford something when you're wealthy, but you want to play like low-key, we'll go. So that's more of a show-off moment, while loud budgeting is a lifestyle, really. It really. And they also say in the article, because I was thinking about it, and then as I was reading the article, it's a really lengthy article, by the way. High snobiety, girl, you didn't need to write so much, but okay. They said something that to me was clear from the get-go. They said, but you know, at the end of the day, the rich, the clever rich, they are loud budgeting. They can combine quiet luxury or whatever luxury they want with loud budgeting, because the clever rich also loud budget. You best believe they do. You best believe they do. So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. You know what I mean? Katie says, whatever I'm buying anything online, I always search for a promo code before checking out. The promo code as well. I'm thinking of other things like to that one can do when it comes to loud budgeting. Saving time in certain ways. Oh my gosh, this has nothing to do with money, but am I the only person who, I think this is really crazy. I think only I do this. So when I'm walking down the street and I want to, there's like a curve, I have to go around the corner somewhere, or like I have to cross the street, I tend to not slowly veer with my body. Oh my God, this is, I don't even know how to explain this. I do like a sharp turn. And I always feel like that saves me time. And then I go into this weird mode, mental mode of like in a race with whichever people are around me and they're going in the same direction as me. I go, haha, I'm faster, because I've kind of like hacked the system of kind of cutting the corners sharper. Am I the only one who does this? This is like so insane. Oshidi says, love that young generation thinks this has a name. This is just smart budgeting. Oh, that's a good one too, Oshidi. Oshidi's like, girl, why do you have to give it a fancy schmancy name? This just means you're smart. But yeah. Linda's like, listen, Linda. Linda's like, Dacob, you're the only one. Literally. Heartbreak Hotel says, I loud budget by going to the food pantry. I just can't spend hundreds on food when they are giving away great food. Saves me tons. If you take a hand basket instead of a cart, you are more likely to only grab essentials. Saves me a lot of money. That's a good one too. That's a good one. Racehorse Dacob says, those chains are the system, honey, right? Grief and High Delight says, us gays walk faster. In my best Samantha Jones voice. JJW says, is there anything louder than tax reduction strategies? The rich be loud. Tax reduction strategies. You got to know how to work the system for that, because you got to stay legal. Not illegal. Legal with an L. First letter L. You got to stay legal, but you got to find the legal loopholes. I did that as a kid especially. Got to go fast. Oh my God. Gummies, I'm not the only one. You did it too when you were young. You had to go fast. Kimberly says, lucky dog, I can fit a lot in this little basket. Well, that's basically it. Is this a trend? I see some of you are saying in the chats, well, no, this is just smart budgeting, really. This is not loud budgeting. Why give it a trendy name? It's kind of everybody who's been anybody and clever at any time and decade has known about this. And yet, TikTok kids of today think they've discovered America for the first time. You know what I mean? Hey, Columbus. Oh, don't you just love those kids on TikTok? Each and every one of them, when they have one viral video, they really do be feeling like they are Columbus and that they do be discovering a new continent of ideas. Oh, bless their hearts, Shug. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comment sections down below. Until next time, subscribe and never give up on love. Bye.